Up, not feeling too good today, but anyway, going to try to do an update here on what we've got going on in our county. We got some showers and thunderstorms out there. Nice little gust front developing ahead of all that activity there. Now all this is developing and moving toward the Fife area, Rainsville, Sylvania, Henniger area, Ider. Lots of lightning, lots of heavy rainfall and gusty winds associated with this stuff. Really hoping it builds further down here because we really need rain in the southwestern portions of DeKalb County. We'll also take a quick look at your forecast for tonight. There's even some severe thunderstorm warnings out here in the Georgia area, around Addersville, Georgia. Severe thunderstorm warning there, but nothing severe in our area yet, thankfully. Let's take a look at the velocity and see if there's any damaging winds in this stuff. Not seeing any damaging winds. I do see some indications that there may be some gusty winds. Heavier thunderstorm now on top of the Hammondville area. But again, nothing severe with any of this activity. Let's move out a little bit more. Now this system here, I mean, it could influence some thunderstorm development across Jackson County. Shortly. We got an outflow boundary, and these storms have been very outflow dominant lately. They have been producing a lot of damage across the area with downburst, rather. Now, what you get with those downbursts is you kind of explainable here. You see we got a developed nice little storm there near Tracy City, and then it just explodes, and you get this really big outflow boundary ahead of it. These storms have been producing some downburst. That's been doing a good bit of damage across the area. Over in Georgia, some in Alabama yesterday. I'm sure you've seen some of the pictures shared out. But overall, we're going to continue to watch this activity here. Make sure nothing becomes severe at the moment. Nothing severe with any of this stuff yet. But let's go a little further west. Some really heavy storms out to the west too. Let me get my graphics up really quick. I would like to take a look at some of those. And we will put that on the stream here as well. Haven't got nothing set up, so just bear with me there. Let me grab that up real quick. Let's see here. I should be able to pull it right up. Let's take a look at our graphics, get that off, and see if it shows up. There we go. I'm going to have to readjust that. Not a problem. So there, we got readjusting the map there. Let's go on the background and we'll start that back up again. Okay, so let's start our map here. See if make sure it's loading right on you guys' end. Okay, yep, it is animated at this moment, so let's slow it down a little bit. Let's stop it and take a look here. Let me back it up. Okay, so here's our first graphic, August 30th, which is today. This is valid for Friday. We got that cool front off to the west, slowly making its way here. It becomes just a bit stationary there over Texas, giving a big chance of some showers and storms over there. It progresses to the east-southeast, eventually making it close to Tennessee. Looks like that is still for, okay, that's for Sunday's outlook. So it slowly makes its way here as we get on into Sunday, September 1st, and then it finally moves on through here as we get on into Monday. We'll have a reinforcing cool front to the north that'll move on through by the 2nd of September, which will be Monday. Then the initial system there kind of tries to stall again. It's not moving very fast by the 3rd of September, and then, of course, it finally moves further south pretty slowly by the 4th, so it's not moving very fast. Moving on to the 5th, which will be Thursday, September 5th, the system will be south of our area, or cool front rather. Then we got another cool front to the north there showing up. We'll keep an eye on that cool front to see if it dips this far south, and I believe it does according to some of the model guidance I was looking at. It gets here around the 9th. That cooler air mass there does, but let's just back it up here and take a look at some of the models. Let me get those up really fast, see if I can get back to them here. Okay, let me load that up and then we'll switch the graphics here. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty rough today. Felt like I was poisoned. But I'm making it. Let's see if I can switch these out here. Okay, so there's our graphics. I need to do a little bit of adjustment on that. It's just a little bit too large. Okay, so this is good enough. So bear with me here, and let's go. Where's our dew point at? There we go. So a lot looking at the dew points because it gives you an idea, really good idea where that cooler air is at. And right now we've got some decent dew points out there. It's like 68. We'll move on though throughout the period there and see if we can spot that cooler air mass coming in. So we're at Monday the 2nd, the 3rd, 4th. Okay, so we get some lower dew points. We get a little bit of cooler air coming in there by the 5th. A little bit more cooler air coming in on Thursday the 5th. And it does look like that cooler air mass does dip. Yeah, there it is. Coming in from the northwest, you can see that cooler, drier air. Notice the dew points dropping down to the 40s over there to the northwest. That's your cool front. Pretty strong cool front. Moving through around the 9th. So yeah, there it goes. It does dip this far south. It then kind of hangs out to the northwest a bit before it finally moves on through. It's like to the west of us. Look at those dew points, how they just drop out by the 11th. And it finally makes its way fully through here. Looks like by the 12th. So between the 9th and the 12th, we will have another cool front move through. And you'll notice the humidity will drop out with that too. Let's move it forward a little bit. So we got right now, it's not too humid out there. Humidity's 55%, but the humidity will increase over the weekend. Again, unfortunately, it's going to get pretty sticky out there. Pretty good increase in humidity there. We'll move on out. There's the 6th. Got a little bit of humidity. Got some drier air mass there. Some more humidity coming in around the 8th. We'll probably have, I'm going to guess we'll probably have some more storms with that. And then there's our cool front moving through by the 8th and 9th. You can see the humidity just drop to the west there as it moves on through. And that timeline right there just completely went drastic on me there. But yeah, that's what we expect. So from now till the 9th, we will have a cooler air mass move in. But between the 5th and the 9th, this right here is the 6 through 10 day temperature outlook. Let me make sure that's aligned. That's valid Thursday the 5th to Monday the 9th. So between the 5th and the 9th, we will have cooler air moving in well below average temperatures for northeast Alabama. We'll move it forward just a bit. The 7th to the 13th. This is the 8th through 14 day outlook, valid the 7th through the 13th. I'm sorry. Well below average temperatures for North Alabama. 6 through 10 day, going back to the 5th and the 9th, we will have above average chances of rain during this period. You do notice our cooler air mass to the northwest bringing some drier, cooler air into here. The rain chances recede to the southeast, but we'll have a 50-50 chance. Either way, we could have some rainfall in North Alabama. Some areas will, some areas won't, but the best chances of above average rain will be southeast of our area and over the areas of Florida. Also, we do see that drier air mass moving into the northwest there around the 7th to the 13th. So rain chances drop again. Now let's look at the high resolution rapid refresh and look at the take a look and see what we got as far as storms go, development. And this is forecast, future forecast, so it's nothing guaranteed. It just gives us an idea. Let me make sure. Okay, we're loaded good. Okay, so that didn't load up right. Let me reload it. Okay, so we're currently at Friday here. Check my graphics, looks good. Let's back it up. So scattered shower storms will continue through today and into the evening hours. We got a few little pop-ups there, and then getting on into Saturday. A bit more widespread coverage of thunderstorms by as we get on into Saturday around 3 o'clock. It shows pretty heavy stuff developing out across the area. Sunday, a little bit better chances of showers or storms, but the models are kind of uncertain at this time. You notice they kind of just fade out as we get on into Sunday. So these models are really only good for like a day or so out. They're really accurate when it comes to hourly. To get a better idea though of future, let's take a look at the GFS, and I want to look at the GFS for a particular reason here. Make sure that is showing up correctly. Now we will move on through the time frame here. Going into Saturday, of course, showing some pretty good thunderstorms out there. Sunday, even better chance. So this is why I said I like the GFS a bit better. It's a lot better for future forecasting. Now this is going to be interesting. This is Monday. More showers and storms possible. Now let's move on, and you're going to notice something pretty interesting happening down in the Gulf. Now this is just something we're watching right now. Could have some decent thunderstorm activity around, looks like the 7th, which I did expect that to happen according to the models I was looking at. So some more showers and storms possible around that time frame. Now look at this. This is what I was talking about. Models still all over the place with this, but even, you know, several days out, GFS still holding on to a hurricane tropical system developing off the coast there. And now the models are putting it going right through the Georgia area, giving us some very heavy rainfall. If this happens, though, we don't know if it's going to happen or not. Right now, there's nothing out there that's developed, but this is just a prediction. Now it's showing around the 10th. Yesterday it was showing around the 11th. So around the 10th, we'll keep an eye on this. This is not an official forecast or anything. This is just a guidance giving us kind of an idea what might or might not happen. But we're going to watch because it's pretty consistent. Something's going to develop down there around the Gulf and around the Florida area there, south of Alabama there in the Panama City area. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Again, it's not official yet. But that is the newest information that we have got as far as that goes. But let's get back to the stream here. And get the radar back up before I get ready to wrap this stream up here. Okay, let's look at the chat real quick. Let me get back to where I was at. Okay, so a special weather statement has been issued out for some 40-mile-per-hour winds. Northeastern DeKalb counties to 4:30. A strong thunderstorm near Henniger, 10 miles north of Fort Payne. It's moving west at 15 miles per hour. Some 40-mile-per-hour winds possible around Fort Payne, Rainsville, Henniger, Sylvania, Powell, Ider, Pisgah, Valley Head, Hammondville, and Menton areas. So pretty good little thunderstorm there. You're about to get some high winds. Henniger, you already had a little bit of wind come through there ahead of that gust front. But there's more coming on the back side there, so you could have some pretty high winds associated with that. Let's take a look at that. I do see some gusty winds. Let's stop the storm motion and just take a look at the actual winds here. So yeah, 30 to 40 showing up. So I did believe I hear something about trees down or a wreck or something like that up around the Fort Payne area. But unfortunately, southwestern portions of DeKalb, it is just dry. And we're really hoping we get some additional development along this boundary here and along this line. It would be nice if we could get some rain here because we really need it. Really nasty storm, though, over Addersville, Georgia. Seeing some hail in that. So just a really nasty looking little storm over there. But our area looking pretty good at the moment. So we're going to get ready to wrap things up here. We will be keeping an eye on it. And let's take a look at comments real quick. Moving up. Let's see here. Okay. Hello, Miss Jennifer Shea. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching, Megan. Hart, thanks for watching. Sorry about that. Sunshine Harley, hello. Hope you're well. Ashley, wind picking up in Shiloh and Rainsville. Thanks for watching. High wind and thunder in Henniger. Yeah, you could get some 40-mile-per-hour gusts out of that. Bud Franks, thanks for watching there on YouTube. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been a day. Like, I've been crawling my way around today. I felt so bad. These ulcers are just no joke. Jamie Rushing from Sullivan, Alabama. Hello, hope you're well. Thunder and raining in Valley Head. Is there going to be anything in Crossville today? I hope. My fingers are crossed that we're going to have something. We really need it. It is dry as a bone out here. Just got a notification up, I noticed, about, I think that was by local emergency management agency. Yeah, emergency management reporting wind damage just to the west of center. West-northwest of center, a tree was blown down near U.S. Highway 411 and bus US 411. So that's what I'm saying. These storms, as they're dying out, they will be capable of producing some wind damage. And this one near Henniger particularly I'm watching, and as well as the ones just to the south of Sylvania, they're developing, they're falling apart, and they're becoming outflow dominant. Hopefully this boundary makes it over our area here in Geraldine, Crossville area, Skirham. It is coming this way. It'd be so nice if it pops some thunderstorms off, but I am watching this one near Henniger before I get off of here. I'm particularly keeping an eye on it. See if it does a downburst or anything. Let me see what I can do here. Go back. We're going to switch the radar color up just a bit. So yeah, just a pretty mean looking little storm there, if I say so myself. Okay, switch the reflectivity here, or velocity. I apologize, it's not reflectivity. I'll switch that around a little bit too. We'll do the classic at the moment. So yeah, I see some 30-mile-per-hour winds in there, nothing too dramatic. I'm not seeing any, destructive winds or anything in there, and I actually like the way that looks. Let's move back to reflectivity. So yeah, not seeing any damaging winds, but there is some torrential downpours with this thing. Lots of lightning too, just north of Valley Head there, going toward Henniger, and particularly Eider. It's going right in between there. Nice outflow boundary with it too. You can see that on the radar, just shooting out. So I'm going to switch back to the original low filter. So this is pretty much what we're going to be looking at through the weekend. You're going to have storms develop like this. They're going to dump a ton of rain, then they're going to fall apart. And they're going to produce a lot of wind as they do so. So when they're falling apart like this, that's when you're going to be watching for the threat of maybe a downburst or microburst with these things. Pretty typical summertime pattern. We see it a lot in the summer. These storms produce a big time outflow and downburst, and I'm particularly keeping a good eye on this one just to the east of Henniger because it looks like it is trying to weaken out, so it may produce a downburst as well. And if it does, it'll be just east of Henniger and north of Hammondville. I'm gonna look at something here. Yeah, it's definitely producing a downburst. Now, how strong that is, I'm not sure, but I can see that through the correlation here. You can see some of the dirt and stuff being thrown up in all directions there. Go back to velocity and see if anything's changed. We got some winds, going toward different directions. Let's stop the motion. Yeah, some really heavy rain with this stuff. Not seeing any hail in it. There was some hail in it earlier. Yeah, it's a really hefty little storm. And keep in mind, there is a special weather statement out for 19 more minutes. That includes pretty much Powell, Sylvania, Henniger. They even mentioned Rainsville, even though it's outside of the area there. So nothing severe, though, but keep an eye on this stuff. They could produce some very high winds So if you hear thunder, remember to move indoors, ride the storm out until it's out, completely out of here. Because these storms, lately have been producing big time downbursts. It's been doing, quite a bit of wind damage across the area. So something we'll be watching as we go on out through the weekend. Nothing severe as far as the outlooks go. I'm not showing anything severe there. Yes, we all need rain, I know. I'm so sorry, Megan. It's been a day today. I know, hurt. I didn't see the A. For some reason, my brain replaced the A with a U. Henniger and Eider town line really coming down. But that's what we got. Fingers crossed we have additional development. We got a chance today, tonight, tomorrow, the next day. Let's take a look at that and go ahead and get that information up to you while I'm at it. So yeah, it looks like tonight there's around a 40% chance of some showers or storms across the area. I'll show you all that here in just a moment. Now tomorrow, chances go up to about 80 to 100%, and I'm absolutely loving that. Pray that we get some rain. Extended forecast, we'll take a look at that too while we're at it. Alright, let's get tonight's forecast. Should already be loaded. It is. There it is. I like it when it loads itself up. So around a 40%, 20 to 40% chance of showers or storms tonight. Low of around 67. Tomorrow, anywhere between a 60 to 100% chance of rain tomorrow. So very good chance of rain and storms tomorrow. Loving that. Forecast outlook. Looks like I'll have to do some adjustment on that, since I didn't set none of it up. So let me see if I can do that. Nope. Let me load it back up one more time. But yes, you do have to resize everything. That's why it takes me so long to set the streams up, because I don't want you guys seeing none of that, these slides, but you have to readjust them. It's all good. Tonight, it says 15 to 20%, but I'm going to say 20 to 40% according to the newest outlook. Saturday, 80 to 100% chance, highs 90 to 93, low 67 to 72. Yes, the heat index does return because the humidity returns over the weekend. I know, it's going to feel really sticky out there. Sunday, 60% chance of showers and storms, highs 86 to 91, low 66 to 71. Heat index, yes, 94 to 99. Yeah, heat index is going to return. Monday, highs 88 to 93 with a 20 to 30% chance of storms, low 65 to 70. Our next chance of rainfall looks like it'll be around the 8th or 9th of September. So, fingers crossed we get rainfall. But that's what I've got for today. We'll move back to radar again before I do end the stream. And that special weather statement is still going up for 15 minutes. 40 mile per hour winds possible. And areas impacted by that, which have already been impacted, it'll be Eider, Henniger, Valley Head area. It's sitting like right on top of Valley Head right now. Sylvania, Powell areas, y'all have already had the wind too, so what you got's what you got. We'll continue to see if any development does happen. We got an outflow boundary coming over Lakeview, Geraldine, Crossville, Skirham. You're going to get a brief breeze out of this, so there's nothing more refreshing than a gust front, rain-cooled air. So step outside if you're in Skirham, Geraldine, Lakeview. It is safe. Step outside and you'll feel a breeze come through here probably within the next 20 minutes or so, maybe less. And that is some of the freshest air you can breathe out of really, it's really cool filtered air out of the rain and out of the storm. Just breathe that breeze in. It is so nice. It may not be much of a breeze. It'll be quick, but it's worth it. I love going outside and experiencing the gust fronts when they come through. Getting more reports of damage down here. My goodness. So, but you see, there's not really any storms, but there was a storm, but now it's gone. So another tree down, more damage here. Emergency management, County Road 124 tree down. County Road 29, roof damage and trees down. So you see what I'm saying? That's just the thing. Howell's Crossroads area, this is south of us. So these storms producing some big time outflow winds. So I would not doubt if we don't see that scenario here near Valley Head or near Ider or Henniger. So if you're in Ider and Henniger, pay attention, because if this storm does weaken out really quick, it's going to drop every bit of that down quick. So exactly how does a microburst work? I'll show you. Let me get that up. Give you an idea of exactly what's happening, and you actually can see them. You can visually see it. And let me say this because, you know, they do like to restrict you, you know, if you play stuff that's copyrighted. So just in case this was to be copyrighted here, I don't want to get a strike on my page and get it took down, all that good stuff. I'll just say that this right here is, you know, for informative and educational purposes only. I do not own or endorse anything that has to do with this photo. I don't own it. So just get that out of the way. I don't own this photo, just using it for informative information only. So, and they'll be just fine with that. So let's grab that. I was going to show a video, but I think that might be pushing the boundaries a bit. Okay, so here's this little image. How does a microburst work? Well, basically, you're going to see exactly that. If you're looking at this storm, you're going to see exactly that. You will be looking at the rain, and all of a sudden, you're just going to see it hit the ground. If you're far enough away, you'll see it hit the ground, and you're going to see that just spread out. Like, it may even start curling up. You just see it drop really fast and just hit the ground and spread out. And that's what causes a lot of damage. These things can produce as much damage as a tornado in cases. So, you know, sometimes more. You know, more than that. But it's just when the storm pretty much gives up. It just loses its life. It loses its updraft. There's nothing left to hold that colder air up, and it just has to drop. Gravity just drops, kind of like a bomb, and it just spreads out. So that's what we're going to be watching for with any of these storms, is just that to happen. So looking at the one near Henniger, I can't say yes, can't say no. All I can say is just be careful. They're 99% of the time they're not warned. Because you just don't know. They happen so quick. So if you're in Henniger, Ider, pay attention. If you get a damaging wind gust all of a sudden out of nowhere, you know, and it does some damage, just say I warned you. So just be careful, especially over Henniger and Ider. Not saying it will, not saying it won't, but it's possible. So we'll keep an eye on that. If we do get any reports, we'll let you know, as soon as we can. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. I'm going to wrap things up here at 4:18. Hope you enjoyed it. If anybody gets any photos, please send them along. Be glad to see them. So, hello, Kyla Beth Hendricks, Megan Hurt, Brittany Adams, my beautiful lady too. I seen her on here somewhere, but she disappeared. Call you here in just a moment. Travis got some pictures of the storm. Love to see them. And Fort Payne, just some showers at the moment. All right, I am out of here. Thanks so much. God bless. Have a great weekend. Stay weather aware, even though there's no threat at the moment. Well, there's a threat, but it's low. So, getting out of here. Thanks again. God bless. See you on the next one.